Brandon Gibbs and Julia Trubkina from 90 Day, The Last Resort have left fans wondering about their current relationship status after the conclusion of Season 2. Julia is originally from Krasnodar in Russia but was employed in South Korea when she met Brandon, who hails from Virginia. Julia did not anticipate living on a farm surrounded by animals upon moving to the U.S. She also didn't foresee having intrusive in-laws like Brandon's parents, Ron and Betty Gibbs, who were excessively involved in their son's marriage to Julia. Former go-go dancer Julia has recently completed 5 years of residing in the U.S. Nonetheless, the emerging reality TV star has faced numerous challenges in her life. Since her debut on 90 Day Fiancé Season 8, Julia has encountered unemployment, visa complications, baby issues, and more, while Brandon has contributed little to alleviate her struggles. There have been occasions when Julia has expressed her emotional turmoil on social media with vague updates about the chaos of her life since marrying Brandon. Yet, Julia is beginning to experience brighter days in America. She is finally marking her first significant achievement in the United States. However, does Brandon stand beside her during this time? 90 Day, The Last Resort hinted at a cheating scandal concerning Brandon and Julia in the Season 2 teaser. Additional details emerged in an episode where the cast participated in a group hypnotherapy session led by clinical hypnotherapist and life coach, Sarah Malone. During this session, Julia admitted to having cheated on Brandon. It was disclosed that their long-distance relationship had impacted Julia's choice to be unfaithful. They had spent months apart, which made Julia question Brandon's commitment to her. Julia had been unfaithful to Brandon about 5 years ago. She was contemplating if Brandon was casually dating her and didn't believe they were destined to marry and embark on a new life together. Julia confessed that she had kissed her ex while back in Russia. Brandon shared with the cameras that infidelity was the most grievous act Julia could have committed. He acknowledged that divorce had become a more likely outcome after Julia's actions. Julia clarified that her decision to not have children with Brandon was a personal choice, significantly influenced by a medical concern. She stated, "So when I say like I don't want kids, and when I say I don't want because I'm so scared to be in reality, so, I can't have a kids." Overcome with emotion, Julia broke into tears, finding it difficult to express her feelings. She also revealed that she had started contemplating the idea of having children with Brandon, which led her to travel to Russia for a doctor's consultation. Julia disclosed that Brandon frequently urged her to seek a second opinion in America. After returning to Russia to see her family, she decided to have a comprehensive body examination due to the exorbitant healthcare costs in the U.S. Julia admitted she had been struggling with a couple of illnesses for an extended period and expected the tests to verify them. However, she was stunned to discover that the results suggested she might not be able to have children. Julia and Brandon also faced conflict when she expressed her desire to bring her parents to America. She had not seen her family for years and was eager to reunite with them. However, Brandon voiced his disapproval and was not supportive of Julia's choice. He was concerned about how Julia's parents' visit would disrupt their lives. Julia wanted to reconnect with her family, and considering Brandon's close relationship with his own parents, he should have been supportive of her. Nevertheless, Julia felt compelled to secretly apply for her parents' visa without informing him, leading to yet another argument between them. Brandon met Julia while she was employed as a go-go dancer. Brandon had fallen for Julia from the moment he began talking to her and even made the decision to marry her. However, Brandon did not want Julia to continue working as a go-go dancer in America. Over the past 5 years, Julia has struggled to find employment in the country, despite her skills in various areas and her experience with more than 15 jobs in the past, including bodybuilder, singer, waitress, hookah girl, designer, party planner, and drawing teacher. Brandon did not want Julia to perform at a strip club even though it would provide her with an income greater than what he was making. Brandon questioned Julia, "So why stop there? Why don't you do P?" He felt embarrassed at the thought of his friends discovering that Julia worked in a strip club. Brandon warned Julia that he did not want her to engage in activities that many, proud guys, would not want their girlfriend or wife to participate in. While Brandon was not initially cruel to Julia in their early 90 Day Fiancé seasons, he showed a change in behavior over the years. Brandon revealed his unpleasant side when he belittled Julia and hurled insults at her, even in front of the camera. Despite having been perceived as a gentle person on the show, Brandon crossed a line after Julia danced on the bar and inadvertently exposed herself. Brandon remarked that Julia was dressed like a WH*, and did not appear to be someone he would want as the mother of his children. He also deemed Julia's dancing to be suggestive. Julia did not concur with Brandon's viewpoint. Brandon and Julia devoted a significant amount of time to traveling during the initial stages of their relationship. They primarily visited Europe prior to 90 Day Fiancé, and after their marriage, they developed an interest in cruises and traveling to destinations such as the Dominican Republic, St. Thomas Virgin Islands, and the Bahamas. The last resort was recorded a year ago, so it's quite clear which couples remained together and which ones broke up, and Julia and Brandon are among those who continue to make their relationship work.